The West Fork of Second Creek has a headwaters near the Gaylord Resort and Hotel just southwest of the Denver International Airport. It begins in Aurora and passes through Denver and into Commerce City, where it connects with the main stem of Second Creek west of Tower Road. The area has historically been farmed, but a new master plan development called High Point re-envisions much of the area as a mixed-use neighborhood of homes, businesses, hotels, medical offices, and other commercial properties. The West Fork of Second Creek is situated near the west end of the development, as you can see highlighted here. In this video, we'll be focusing on the section between Dunkirk Street and 71st Avenue. The Mile High Flood District was brought in as a partner to assist the developer with implementing stream improvements to prepare the creek to withstand additional runoff from the adjacent urbanization. The Flood District calls this partnering process a development improvement project. A funding agreement was crafted whereby the developer funded the improvements and the Flood District managed all aspects of design, permitting, and construction. Once design, construction, and permitting were fully funded, the developer's financial obligation was met. When construction was complete, the project automatically became maintenance eligible with the Flood District. The stream improvements became a turnkey project for the developer. The West Fork of Second Creek is an important piece of flood control infrastructure and a corridor for a regional trail and regional sanitary sewer. As the upstream watershed develops, it will dramatically increase the flow that this creek is asked to convey. Left unimproved, it would only be a matter of time before the creek completely unraveled, which would threaten adjacent property and infrastructure. Although it was clear that stream improvements would be necessary, it can be difficult for private land development projects to obtain the necessary environmental clearances. The Flood District was the permittee for all project-related permits, including stormwater, floodplain, and 404. The Flood District is the foremost expert in getting stream projects permitted and can often obtain environmental clearances in situations where a developer could not. A design team consisting of an engineer, a geomorphologist, a landscape architect, and an ecologist was formed. A contractor was brought on to the design team to assist with early pricing, risk identification, and value engineering. Construction was timed to coincide with the adjacent construction of High Point Boulevard and the overlap grading of Filing 2. This resulted in cost savings for earthwork, as the stream project was able to spoil excess dirt at nearby stockpiles used by the adjacent projects. On development improvement projects, there are many opportunities for time and cost savings for the developer by trading scopes between the development and stream projects throughout planning, design, and construction. On some development improvement projects, construction of the adjacent development may begin ahead of the stream improvements, as long as the funding agreement for the stream project is already in place. This approach can save the developer time and money by allowing overlap grading and other adjacent development construction to move forward without having to wait on time-consuming environmental and floodplain permits. As construction on the West Fork of Second Creek wrapped up, the Flood District has continued management of vegetation establishment and has continued as the permittee during the 5-year-long 404 monitoring period. The developer's financial and administrative obligations were met once construction was fully funded. The developer was able to walk away from the stream project without the hassle of permit clearances and vegetation establishment. As the vegetation fills in and matures, our hope is that the West Fork of Second Creek will eventually look like the nearby First Creek project you see here, upstream of Tower Road. The West Fork of Second Creek will serve as an effective piece of flood control infrastructure, as an ecological resource for the environment, and as an open space amenity for the community.